Hello, my good friends over in the YouTube ecosphere. We have a lot of fun to be diving into now. Hassani boy, old Hummus Pickles, has got himself in a little bit of a squeegee weegee place. He's got himself in a little bit of drama. And before we get into the drama, I just want to kind of highlight, I do love the fact that Hasan sits on his little perch on the top of his little Twitch hill, thinking he's better than everybody else, and when he finds somebody who's his enemy, like, say, Nuxanor, he decides Nuxanor is his enemy, he makes sure to bring up every accusation. He takes everything they've ever said, twists and contorts it to fit his little narrative, to call them whatever he wants, which I think is disgusting. It's typical progressive cancel culture bullshit. And you look at, but then you look at his past, it's not so squeaky clean. It's kind of crazy how that works out. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I do. Petrus Farms remember.
This is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. A few things to consider when you're thinking about Lady Gaga as the top contender for Babe of the Week should be the fact that she might have a penis.
Oh yeah, you might have that penis, bro. I mean, here's the thing. I want to say that the jokes are mildly funny. They're not great, but they're mildly funny. He's doing a ripoff of all the humor and comedy at the time, and I do miss this style of content, at least up to this point so far. But this isn't really, this is pretty transphobic of him, right? This is super transphobic. I thought he's always stood with trans people. I thought he's always been one of the biggest allies, brother. Oh, but, it's all a grift. It was all a grift. I used to read, oh, shit.
The fact that Lady Gaga might have a small penis does absolutely terrify me. Here's why the 5-second rule works. Because when you start thinking for longer than 5 seconds, you're immediately not thinking with your dick and also thinking with this pesky thing up here that we like to call our brains. So once you start thinking with your brain, you're immediately going to psych yourself out. Come back again next week when we discuss the legendary question of all time: old enough to count, old enough to mount?
Brutal! What a brutal line, dog! What a brutal line, dude. This guy has the audacity of calling other people like he's called Asmongold a pedophile. He's called Nux a pedophile. Basically, anybody who disagrees with him, he tries to call them a pedophile. And if you can find like a smell of a controversy that they had, like, oh, Asmongold has liked anime before. Well, he's obviously a lolicon enjoyer. Nux used a fucking bad picture for his thumbnail like 30 years ago and tried to get Shadman on to troll him. Must be a pedophile. I mean, it's just, I love the way that it just boils down to instantly just must be a pedophile. But this guy's biggest claim to fame, his biggest joke, was old enough to count, old enough to mount. I mean, yes, can it be funny? Absolutely. In the context of it not being fucking Hasan, this guy will burn your entire career in 2 seconds because he decides what you are. His audience will go with it, they'll run with it. But he was allowed. See, he got the pass. This was in the past. He's a different guy now. It's bullshit. It's rules for thee and not for me. And this is the clown show we live in with this fucktard individual.
Question mark? I want to say thank you to Miley Cyrus for showing off her camel toe at the VMAs the other night. I always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut. Don't even try to hide it.
Yeah, bro. Look at him go. Look at him go. This sits right up his alley of his progressive audience.
Look, this is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date. This is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out...
Oof. Dude was the original Andrew Tate. He, instead of grifting to the right like Andrew Tate did, though, he grifted to the left. Ah, look at that. Look at that. A couple of goonbag grifters. We love to see it. But he recently had himself a little controversy here. He had himself a little bit of a smoochy-woochy problem. A smoochy-woochy little teeny-weeny clusterfuck, what one would call it. You see, he got himself in like some sort of argument with some sort of chatter who he decided it was time to pull a fake gun on him. That's right, guys.
Mamdani communist.
Right. He gets up. Hold on. We'll get to that where he decides he's gonna. Oh, we got a little plop up here. Now this is from that Dan guy. I don't know the like. He's like an orbiter of destiny. I don't really know much about Dan Saltman. Yeah, Dan Saltman. I don't know too much about the guy. I do know that I don't love Destiny. I think he's kind of annoying, but of course they're putting up the we should get Hasan banned rules, which, come on guys, I'm not down for banning. I don't like Twitch's rules of service anyway. I think they need to enforce them fairly. That is true. But I don't like when anybody gets banned. I just don't. Unless they actually break laws on stream, I really don't like when people get banned. I think that it only turns them into martyrs. I mean, every time Tectone gets banned, it makes him he makes it the biggest deal of all universe, and he gets bigger. So I really don't think it does what you think it does. So this whole ban thing, I don't like. I just don't like it.
Left behind by our politics for the very working people who've been left in our sincerity and actually delivering for the very working people who've been left.
There we go. He goes and gets his little BB gun. I think it's a BB gun or an airsoft gun. It's one of the two. I'm leaning toward BB just because I don't know. Airsoft and BB look so similar, but it isn't like 100%. It's not like you pulled a Glock on stream. Still, I wouldn't care if you do. It's Second Amendment rights. Threatening your chat with a gun is super cringe and like fake. This is about as fake. That's why I showed that clip before of bro tips. This is some fake bro bullshit, right? Like, look how tough I am, dude. I got myself my gun. Like, obviously I didn't bring my gun out here to like, oh, look, I'm tough too, Hasan. No, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a moron who needs to prove how tough they are on the internet. What type of loser is like, I'm gonna just, this is some boogie, bro's turning into Boogie 2988. He's officially hit his lolcow arc. He's showing up to his front door with a fake Glock trying to prove how tough he is. Like, come on, bro. This is some Sneeko energy, dog.
Behind by our politics.
We need Charlie to show up to show you the correct way to handle a gun, because hold on, actually. Where did my daughter put that stupid thing? My daughter has a squirt gun that looks like, my daughter has this cool squirt gun that I bought her that kind of looked like a regular gun, but I can't find it. Sorry. You can't win them all, boys. You can't win them all. No, well, yeah, I'm not saying Hasan should get banned here. I am saying, terrible control with the gun. Like, I don't care if the gun's fake or whatever. Like, if it's like, obviously it's an airsoft gun or a BB gun, right? But you shouldn't be pointing it this direction. Pretend this is the front of the gun, right? You shouldn't be pointing it this direction. You should have control of the gun. You should treat it like it is dangerous. Bro's just winging it around. This is why some people need to go to, like, they need to stop villainizing guns and start respecting them more, because you have dipshits like this. This is the type of stuff that if it was a real gun, he probably would have let it had an accidental discharge or a negligent discharge on stream.
Compared with what President Trump has been able to do, you know, over the same period of time.
Dude, he points it at himself so many times. He's like, it's so bad, dude. And like, here's where it loses me, and I think it's so funny, is he's using this to threaten the chatter to look cool. He's like, I'm gonna go get my airsoft gun. Won't that be really, really cool? Everybody will think it's so based and so cool. And
Time that I've been running has been. I would tell him the last person who couldn't get my.
dude, and he's holding it like all gay and shit. He's just like, look how cool this is. It's so lame. Now, I'm not in the park that it's like, I mean, it's not like I'm in the park that I think that he should be banned or whatever. I do think that, because again, I think that you should be able to show your guns and stuff on stream. I do. I think you should be able to shoot and stuff, because we have the Second Amendment, and the reason these social media things are allowed to be like not considered punishers is because of Section 230, which is supposed to provide us with some protections from the Constitution, or with some constitutional protections, which these companies get away with not doing. So that is more of me again putting the blame back on Twitch for being a shitty platform. And again, I think that Hasan looks like a big bitch boy here, but I don't think that it actually should get him banned, because I mean, I just disagree with Twitch's terms of service.
Name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair enough. As you may or
God, he's so cool. Look how cool he is. Look how he... hello, beautiful Nat 1 Games. But speaking of Nat 1 Games, I have a podcast with Nat 1 Games. We have a Creepcast knockoff. Our promo went up recently. You need to go follow the Haunted Router. Go follow the Haunted Router. It is fantastic. I'm so hyped for this. It's our first video is coming out. It's amazing. But yeah, this guy's an absolute goon bag. What a loser.
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I will show you.
Now we're gonna get into some doxing. Now this is where I think that, like, above the gun thing, which the gun thing just makes him look like a big bitch boy. It makes him look like I don't know, dude. It's like bringing a Nerf gun out and being like, "Yo, do you check it out? I'm strapped up." Like, it's so lame, dude. You and your little airsoft gun, you're really intimidating, Hasan. But then he starts doxing people, which is really awesome.
3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download the U2 VPN app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
I mean, it's 100% funny how Hasan will play victim 100% of the time. Yeah, I'm just a little, you guys are the bad guys, you guys are the racists, you're the harassers. And then he doxes people. He brings out his gun, his little airsoft gun, and he grabs that gun. He obviously doesn't grab one of these. He doesn't grab one of these guns that are in the background over here. He doesn't go grab the Devil May Cry guns because they don't look real enough. He needs to go get one that looks real so that he can front as a big, strong gunman. And just to try to intimidate somebody who has the audacity to talk shit.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro? Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, again, dude, this guy's speaking wild shit like you're a no. He could have easily like shrugged this off as you're a nobody. Oh, you're if your account is publicly linked, it's not doxing. I mean, I still don't think I don't know if he doxed what he did to dox his actual thing. Like, did he go to his actual account, or where was the dox? Even if the perpetrator only exposed information via the public only expose information available via the public record. If your personal identification is released on Twitch without your consent, you can file a report. So, I mean, it's still, this whole thing is just so cringe. So, his whole thing was like, oh, this guy made a comment of, like an edgy comment, and he went after him, like, as hard as possible. I just cringe. Again, I'm not saying he should be banned. I will never stand for anybody getting banned unless they unless they put in real world violence. If there's real world violence, they've broken actual laws, and they're going to jail. There's a few things where I'm in the zone there, but when it comes to speech, I think they have the right to do that, and I think that he has the right to swing around his gay little airsoft gun.
Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do?
Like, but who is Hasan Mamdani? Like, who is that? Like, is that like I don't know who that is.
Go on a fishing expedition? Try to fucking put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch. Ugly ass. That's not him, it's this.
Hey, yo, dead ass G. My bad, pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass.
So, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He just doxed the wrong guy. So I had somebody in chat telling me telling me that it's like, oh, that's crazy. If his counsel linked, it's not actually him doxing. He just found somebody who had no thing to do with it and put him up on screen, threatened him with a gun, and then said, oh no, it's a wrong guy. And then I'm just gonna sweep it under the rug because, oh well, no, I'm Hasan and I'm gonna get away with it. And this is the problem, dude. This is the problem when you go on these little crusades. Is it's not somebody in this chat. It's just some random person found a thing where it was where he found he didn't like this guy, wasn't even talking about Hasan Piker, talking about this guy, and he's like, oh well, you're gonna come kill, you want that guy hung for treason or whatever, and so I'm gonna threaten you because you have a difference of ideals. That would be like somebody like, oh, you don't like Trump, well, I'd like see you try and do something. I'd like to see you come and do something. It's gay. It's gay. It's like, oh, you want to go after this political figure? Well, I'll pump you down with an airsoft gun. I'd like to see you do anything after I make you have to wear an eye patch because I shot you in the eye with my little BB.
As boss.
Does he even show his face in it?
Ping for U.S. servers is kind of high, or there is.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse. Advocating to, who is advocating to, who is.
Oh my God, dude is so bad with holding that. He's falling apart just holding this stupid airsoft gun. He's like flicking the mag out. This is pathetic. Dude needs. Okay, this is something I think of. I think 100%. Hasan needs to go and stop being a little bitch, stop hating guns and fearing weaponry, and go out and get some actual training. Just some light fucking training, okay? Like the most mundane training in the world will tell you how to hold and handle a gun better than he's handling this airsoft gun. Especially if you're pretending it's real in the moment, dude. Come the fuck on.
Advocating to this fucking dude who's advocating to hang me for treason.
But didn't he say Hasan Mandani? You're not Hasan Mandani, though. That's not you. Like, if you go to Hasan Mandani's YouTube channel, it is. That's not you, buddy. That's not you at all. Like, I'm confused here.
Is mad at me, okay? Is mad at me and doesn't realize that.
Jesus Christ, bro. Stop pointing the gun at your crotch, dog. I know it's fake, but in this moment you're pretending it's real, and all you're doing is pointing it at yourself. The dude wouldn't even have to do anything to you, because the moment you'd show up, you'd add a negligent discharge into your own nutsack.
He already got sight-wided? Oh, yeah, they already got fucking clapped. Hanged.
So Twitch instantly bans someone who insults Hasan while does nothing when he doxes, threatens a chatter with a firearm live in front of an audience of 30,000 people. And this is my problem, is the hypocrisy. It's never, for me, it's not about Hasan being a dumb fuck, which he is, and everybody knows. The problem is anybody who has the audacity to say anything about him or anybody he doesn't like, he instantly threatens, attacks, and Twitch shows up. Their moderators who are watching his stream shows up and bans those people, kicks them off the platform, so that if they're small enough. I mean, obviously when it comes to like really big people like Asmongold, it seems like he's a little more safe. Also, Asmongold kind of just has like, it hasn't really had the like, again, yeah, I know he's like a right-wing guy now or whatever, but he hasn't really had the takes. When he has had takes that were bad enough to get him banned, he's gotten banned. But otherwise, his Asmongold's takes are pretty mundane in comparison to somebody like Hasan. So by banning him, they would be just showing blatant favoritism, and also would hurt their platform by attacking one of their biggest streamers. And I don't know, dude. The blatant hypocrisy of how that platform enforces their terms of service is what I think is disgusting, and I also think it violates Section 230, which is what gives them the right to exist. I think it's disgusting, and I hate when people get banned like this, because one, if somebody is a goon bag, like let's say Hasan gets banned, he's just gonna turn into a martyr. But this is his response to the whole situation.
Breaking a gun around on Twitch considered a crime or breaking terms of service? This is not a real gun. pussy. And not only that, but also, I like that this is the new meta. People are like, dude, I can't believe you were waving a gun around. Good luck, dude.
Well, I mean, you like it's I think the people who are like saying, "Oh, I can't believe he was waving a gun around," it is kind of cringe that one person that has the audacity to call you out, and the first thing you do is go get your fake little gay Nerf gun and start threatening people with it. Like you're super tough. It's so cringe, bro. You knew it. You knew exactly what you were doing, trying to be a tough boy. You were trying to be a tough alpha Chad. Your bro tips days were back, right in full-fledged attack force, and here you were. As soon as you're getting called out for it, now, well, it's a toy gun. You guys need to calm down. You're being a bunch of pussies. Pussies. It's so gay. Maybe, you know who the real pussy is? Hasan, dude. He needs to fight. I think he just needs to get in the boxing ring with Sam Hyde at this point. He needs to stop pussyfooting around. If he's willing to swing, or to point his airsoft gun at his own dick, he should be, okay with Sam Hyde hitting him in the head a couple times in a boxing ring. Hey, you could do it for the Palestinian charity or something.
Guy comes in here, says, I'm going to assassinate you. I say, good luck, and do this.
But I don't think he said that. He said Hasan Mandani. Like, what is that? Like Hasan's middle name, or something? I have no idea. Hasan. No, it's not. That's not even like Hasan's name. I'm not gonna put his full name on stream, but that's not even his name. It's a different guy. It's a whole ass different guy. Like, I feel like this is something a lot of people have missed. If you go back to the clip, he says Hasan Mandani, which is a whole ass different person than you. Like, he was probably talking to along the lines of what you guys were talking about, and you had the audacity to think, just assume because you guys' names were the same, he was threatening you. That's insane.
And
that's like somebody saying, oh, coming to my chat and saying, hey, Jeff Goldblum, I hope Jeff Goldblum gets hit by a truck. And I'm like, you want me to get hit by a truck? Well, what are you going to do now? It makes no sense, brother. It makes no sense.
Now, the soy right is fucking crying about it. Okay. Good luck.
Like, I just, like, again, dude, I'm not, he could have gotten a real gun and done this whole thing. It would have been fine. I still would have commented on his, terrible gun handling. His absolutely atrocious, terrible gun handling. And the bro has never touched a real gun in his life. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been pointing it at his own dick. Dear God, brother. Like, on top of that, I just how cringe do you have to be to have somebody talk a little shit on the internet and instantly go to pulling your little gun? Like, this is what Sneeko did, and the entire internet clowned on his ass for it. But Hasan does it, and we open up the gateways for all these people. Well, it wasn't a real gun. Oh, we're protecting him. Nah, fuck you, dude. We need Moist Critical to show him how good gun safety. Like 100%, this guy needs a Moist Critical gun safety class.
What am I supposed to do if I'm the endless recipient of death threats? I can't even have a little bit of fun with it?
I mean, I 100% like agree, but like anytime anybody calls your audience like insane or like that is harassing them, you gaslight the entire world into saying, oh, they're not that way. You're just crazy. And you would call somebody who did this absolutely unhinged. You would talk about it for 482 weeks about how unhinged they are. The hypocrisy here is just so delicious.
Every single person,
dude, while he drinks his Dr. Pepper, which is on the banned list, God, this guy is just insufferable.
That masturbated when Moist Critical did the exact same thing.
You aren't like Moist in this situation, though. You're like Sneeko. That's the sad part that you don't get. That's what's so funny about this shit. You're the Sneeko in this situation. You're the guy walking in like, look how cool my clips are. This is, Moist did it in a response, and that's what was so good about that.
Okay. Is now going, this guy needs to be banned immediately. Post haste, please.
Again, I will never be the guy who says Hasan deserves to be banned unless he like breaks actual laws. I mean, it gets kind of on the edge there where he was showing terrorist propaganda, which I don't think is that cool or based. I'm not here to comment on that as much as I do think the rest of this stuff is just like people finding little stuff to try to get him banned for, and I'm not gonna ever be the guy that's cool with deplatformization. Even people that I hate, like vehemently hate, like Nick Fuentes, I don't believe they should have been deplatformed.
You should keep it in frame. I do. Here you go.
Oh my god, he's so cool. Look at him with his little airsoft gun. Such a tough guy. Look at him. Look at him. What a tough guy. God, he's so cringe. What a loser. But I did think it was funny. This is something I'm like, again, I'm hit or miss on Tectone. Asmongold Ludwig came out and says, Hasan threatens viewers live, doxes them, and pulls a gun out. Remember, he literally was sent his fans after the wrong fucking guy to begin with, until he was corrected, and threatened the wrong guy with his stupid fake gun. No ban. I call 2 women fat. I call fat women fat 2 weeks. Are we understanding the issues now? Like, he doesn't get banned. I tell a chatter to Slapski McClapski themselves, 2-day ban. Hasan threatens to Slapski McClapski a chatter. He gets no warning or ban. Like, isn't this insane? This is absolute the hypocrisy here. That's what I think the biggest point is the hypocrisy. And like in Hasan's head, he pictures himself like this like moist. He thinks he's like moist critical, having the big slap down on the internet, when in reality he is the Sneeko. He is the Sneeko. Somebody had the audacity to talk a little shit to him. He instantly went and got his little fake gun and tried to prove how tough he was. Now again, Sneeko showed his real gun, which it's still lame and gay, but yeah, this whole situation is lame and gay though. It really is. It really is, and I just find it so funny. So funny that I haven't covered Hasan in a while, and nothing has changed with how much of a goofy douchebag he is, and I don't understand how anybody likes him. That's all I got for you guys on that one today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure to go check out my new podcast. It is fantastic. It's way different than the stuff I create here. It's no drama, all fun. It's just me and Nat One Games reading great creepypastas. The promo episode, we read a nice little story. Go check that out. Make sure to hit it with a like. I want this thing to be way bigger than my main channel, because I think that this is the type of content that's less combative. It's more just fun and got a wider range of more for more people. But that's all I got for you guys on that one today. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, boys and girls. I'm going to find us some more fun. Actually, I saw something the other day from a guy named Fritanga Plays. Now, I haven't watched Fritanga Plays on the channel. I haven't watched Fritanga Plays on the channel before. I've always liked Furtango's content. I think he's an engaging guy. Definitely go give him a sub. I'm already subbed to his channel. But this is about the pirate software drama. Now, pirate software wants you to own nothing and be happy for owning nothing. And that's lame. I think if you buy a game, if you pay money for a game, they should never be able to take it from you. And there was this initiative. Now, I don't think the initiative is still going. I think it is closed off. But pirate software swooped in and shut it down right away, which I think is disgusting. I think all of these companies need to maintain their games, or at least give you the option to keep them. It's also when I see people go after, or like these game companies go after emulators, I feel the same way, because if you're not gonna have your games on other platforms, if you refuse to keep your games maintained so I can play them, like, I think it's insane that I can't put my discs from my Xbox original into my Xbox Series X. I think it's asinine, and I think companies should do better for video game preservation, and they're not. And the same goes for PlayStation. I think I should be able to put my PS2 discs right into my PS4 5 and be able to play those games instantly. I really think that companies need to put a little more effort, because at this point we're living in a world where media is dying, and I think that's disgusting.
Is he here? He lost.
Cortana!
As we speak, Stop Killing Games has made the biggest turnaround I have ever seen for a petition. As of today, the European petition has reached over 1 million.
Oh, it did it! Holy shit! It did it. It needed to get to 1 million signatures, and it did it. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm so glad that this can be rubbed in Pirate Software's face because he misrepresented this thing so disgustingly bad. Now, when I first reacted to Pirate Software, I gave him a little bit of credit. I was trying to be nice. I didn't know a lot about the petition. I did say that I was on the side that even if it's like a fully multiplayer game, when they shut down the game, you should be allowed to, they should release it into the hands of the people. They shouldn't be able to just take that out of your Steam libraries because in my opinion, that is theft. You are stealing from the consumer. I'm always for consumer rights. I'm always been a big capitalism guy. I'm a free market guy. I'm not big on capitalism, unfettered capitalism, but I'm always been a big fan of the free market. And in order for that to work, you can't just allow companies to steal from people. That's disgusting.
Signatures. Pat yourselves on the back, open up a cold one. Yeah, I know you've been in and out of rehab, but pull out that little bag of
Oh, that's such a good reference. This is like, for Tango be checking in on regular internet drama instead of just, because he's like a commentary channel for only video game stuff. And he'd be checking in on what's going on with the rest of the drama, thinking, maybe I'll touch on that. And then he threw a little shade at the gay boy Ludwig. What a cringe lord. Ludwig sucks. What a terrible friend. Wants to just hop his buddy up on as much alcohol as possible until he does something stupid and then be like, oh, it's his fault. I had nothing to do with it. 0.30. Let's rate those numbers up.
You deserve it. You gamers made me proud, but making me proud is not the objective. The whole goal here is simply that, to stop killing games and have developers leave a functioning playable build years after their servers are shut down in the name of video game preservation and for consumers who paid money not to lose what they paid access to. Simple concept, but yet we got over 1 million signatures and that took a long time.
Yeah, let's go, dude. Ross is like, he makes really good videos. Him and Civi 11 are really in the same category for their type of content that they make, and I just think that like this was always a good thing from the very beginning, trying to maintain that what's yours is yours. That these companies have no right to take it from them when they want to shut the game down. And you see it all the time. A game that has like single player functionality as well, they'll shut the entire game down because they don't want to hold the multiplayer servers up anymore. Just release the servers. Say you're not going to hold servers on your ends. If you want to like host servers on your own, you can do that. And that's the fair and right thing to do, especially when the product is already in the consumer's hand. To go out there and take it out of the consumer's hand is disgusting, and it is theft.
I don't know what the amount is for the other ones, but this was the most important petition of them all. And you, the gamer, you made a difference. It's because of you that we can make a change for the better.
Dude, of course he's friends with Ludwig, this socialist goon bag, bro. And this goes to like, this is something I think is so funny. This is my problem with like oligarchies and like socialism is it's you don't own anything. And that's like, again, I don't like getting very political. I never do. I never will. But I do hate this idea of you will own nothing and you'll be happy. It's just disgusting to me. If you buy something that is yours, they shouldn't be able to take it and manipulate it or do whatever. It's yours. It's up to you as a consumer now to have free reign over that. It's like somebody coming into my house and saying, hey, that DVD you bought, yeah, it's not going to work anymore because we decided so. And I think that we need more rules in place too. I know that there's licensing stuff, but there needs to be rules in place that even if the company who sold you that movie on your the digital copy of that movie, even if they lose the licensing, you are still allowed to view it. It's just not shown on the Play Store anymore. I think that is the most fair and reasonable way to go about that, because by taking it out of your library, that company is instantly stolen from you, and I think they should be prosecuted for theft.
This entire industry for our hobby. And what's even funnier is none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for Pirate Software's ego. Originally, this petition had a
Happy Independence Day, y'all. When you guys see this is going to be a few weeks away, but I did stream this live. If you want to check out my lives, I did stream this live on the 4th of July. I'm wearing a little flag with American flag fish. It's super awesome.
Time getting its feet off the ground because Pirate Software months ago had put out a video protesting against it, encouraging people not to sign the petition and misrepresenting it.
And I think that the tactics that you're using here are really disgusting. So yes, I won't agree with that, and I won't agree with Ross. There's no way around that. I think this is gross. To sum it all up, no, I will not be supporting the initiative Stop Killing Games. You're not going to change my mind on it because I find this language to be incredibly vague and damaging to the rest of our industry. I think that it would be bad for both developers.
Well, maybe, you know what else is damaging to the industry, and this is just kind of crazy. When you get a Kickstarter for a video game, you put a Kickstarter out to make a video game, and you say it's going to come out, like, I don't know, like 2019, and then you never hit any of your goals, the game never releases. I think that's kind of disgusting, and that's almost a scam in and of itself. But I couldn't imagine somebody doing that, something that damaging. It's not like Pirate Software has a game that fits that criteria absolutely 100% of the time.
And players.
He lost.
That in turn led the petition creator, Accursed Farms, into making a video refuting and debunking all of those points, causing a domino effect, and now we've got Actman.
Actually, even before that, there was a drama, and we have to put some good on Ross, that he didn't say anything for like almost 7 months. He made sure not to say anything because this mattered to him so much that he didn't want to turn it into a little spat. He didn't want this to turn into something like Ethan Klein or Hasan. He just wanted people to go and support this because they cared about this, not because of the drama. But when he was at the last gate where he looked like he was going to fail, he's like, fine, I'm going to address this and how wrong this goon bag is. And I love that a whole internet has come to rally behind this man because Pirate Software is a lying, grifting piece of shit.
Asmon Gold, Mudahar, Moist Critical, all covering it, and it was thanks to that we now have over 1 million signatures, making the petition a success. And it's starting to get to Pirate Software. He has lost his mind, and I have
bro, this guy's ego is so bad that anytime anybody has anything critical to say of him, the dude melts down instantly. He instantly becomes a big puddle of gay mush.
No sympathy or remorse for this jackass, because as we all know, he's a game
developer. But the good thing about Pirate Software, and this is something that is going to happen for me, is one day I'm going to show up on stream, and instead of talking nasally annoying, I'm going to be like, hi, it's me, King Jiffy Coats. I'm going to be here to talk to you guys. I'm going to have a deep voice now. No, I've always sounded like this. I had a second puberty.
Developer, and there's nothing worse than a developer that works for this industry, former Blizzard employee at that, making a video.
Dude, PewDiePie even stood up. Hell yeah, dude. I got chat right here. My chat's even talking about this whole situation, and it's like PewDiePie's even supporting this. I mean, the only person who's against it, the only big voice that came out and said, fuck you, was Pirate Software. And, I mean, look who he's hanging out with. Look who he's hanging out with. Mr. fucking stab you in the back Ludwig, so... And, like, come on, if you're gonna have long hair, get it the fuck out of your face, dog. I had long hair. My hair was this long at one time, and I always had that shit pulled back because I hated those people that looked like they couldn't even fucking see. When that hair would get in front of my eyes, I was pissed, dude. I hated not being able to see.
Telling people not to sign this petition that would benefit consumers. You could see why that's a terrible look, right? Well, the backlash that he has received from this is so severe, in his mind anyway, that it has led Pirate Software to outright quitting game development altogether. I am no longer working at Off-Brand Games.
No shot, dude. No shot. So he fires up and starts a Kickstarter for a game that hits none of the points or none of the established times that he promised to hit. He then like claims that his game isn't a scam or whatever, only to leave. Like, he scammed Kickstarters into supporting a game that never existed and then dipped because the ship was burning. Bro is in the... Oh my god. This guy's like Ludwig and iDubbbz, bro. He's the same guy. Once the ship hits a little bit of rocky waters, he dips because he doesn't want it to hurt his reputation, so he dips and just lets everybody else burn. What a fucking scumbag.
People were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying to mass review bomb them. You can dislike the things I say, but this kind of behavior is unhinged. Learned a lot there, accomplished a lot. Hope they succeed regardless. Love those dudes and loved working with them. Hope they keep cooking.
You are fake news.
Okay, well, these guys have 3 games in total, I believe. Off-Brand Games is the studio. Make cool games before we're all dead. More like, you'll ensure your games are dead because you guys believe in killing games. Let's just go ahead and click on their website. Let's go look at these games that they have that are sold on Steam. What do we got? Let's see. On their Steam page, they've got Ether Mancer, Monster Taming meets Roguelike. Yeah, no thanks, pass. Well, the only way to play that is as a free demo. But let's go ahead and look at the reviews. Recent reviews, very positive. Overall reviews are overwhelmingly positive. I cannot...
It's crazy. The review bombing is working so well. I think he dipped because his game that he was working on was nowhere close to coming out. Now I think he said that it was about this other reason to try to hype up his fan base, to say that he's getting harassment. This is typical Hasan tactics. This is Ludwig tactics. This is all of those goonbags tactics where they pull up some other random bullshit that has no effect on reality, and then they leave their sinking ship.
A single review on this page that is overwhelmingly negative. As a matter of fact, the only negative review I've been able to find is someone actually saying it's a great game, but they have some problems with it. As a matter of fact, there's only 46 negative reviews in comparison to 1,000 positive reviews. Last one was posted.
It's crazy how that works, that he's just lying.
On June 20th, so what are they talking about? There's no review bombing there. Okay, fine. But what about Bonnie Bear Says Frog Time, a game that you should not be caught playing as a grown-ass adult in front of anybody ever? This literally only has one.
Dude, it's just so funny.
Negative review. One. Nobody has.
I came here after Pyro Software said these people were review bombing off-brand game titles. I'm disappointed, but both in the lacking of review bombing and in this game. What the fuck? So this guy kind of review bombed it, but but he actually had to buy it to review it. So maybe he is just genuinely disappointed with the game. But you got one bad review. No, what's happening is his game's stuck in development hell, and he's sick of getting called a scammer. He's sick of being called a scammer for this whole situation, and so he's dipping while that game dies.
Seem to touch this demo since March. March is the latest review I can find. There is only literally one negative review. This is not review bombing. All right, then we got Rivals of Ether 2. What do we got? Recent reviews, mostly positive. All reviews, mostly positive. The only negative reviews I've been able to find on this are all reviews being critical of game mechanics, net coding issues, and the blandness of it, but it's hardly anything I would call review bombing. As a matter of fact, all the negative reviews on this game are from people with over like 200 hours in it, or 100 hours, and it's all valid criticism. Nothing to do with the Stop Killing Games initiative. These are all what I would consider very fair reviews. And well, when it comes to this one, there is 6,333 positive reviews and 1,400 negative, but those negative reviews are not a result of review bombing. And again,
what a fucking shock, he lied.
He's criticizing the game for how bland it is in those reviews. So I begin to question, what the hell is Pirate Software talking about? For those trying to say this is somehow a lie, the abuse was across socials, people on Discord, Twitter,
oh
Reddit.
my god, he got some Reddit chuckles. He got some bad comments. Wah. Cry me a fucking river.
Some reviews on Steam. Indie games are fragile things. And
some reviews on Steam, one review. Like one review. There might have been more than that 1,000, but come on. It's so negligent not negligent. It's so minuscule at this point that you're just leaving because your game's flopping. It's failing. It's stuck in development hell. You're leaving a sinking ship. You're a lame cringe loser, bro.
That hit hard. Overall sentiment was to bash the games and the developers working on them to try and get back at me. Not worth bringing them down for my opinion. Also, stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, he doesn't even get us, man. We're talking about you.
Yeah, okay, sure, let's be honest. After seeing those reviews, seeing how much of a non-issue that was, I've come to the conclusion that you're using these developers as a shield from criticism. It seems to me off-brand games is fine, and the only negative reviews they have received are the ones that they deserve for a bland product. And even then, it's constructive criticism. It's not like they're going in there saying, you're gay, die. Now, when it comes to review bombing of his own game, not a game that he's made with off-brand games, but his own game, then he actually might have a point. Because you see, Pirate Software here has an Undertale clone called Heartbound. Now that game does have an overwhelming amount of negative...
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that sucks for the people who are making the game, but...
Reviews. Recent negative reviews. But that's his own game. That's from Pirate Software himself, not off-brand games. So that puts into question, why did he use off-brand as a shield? It's clear as day that his harshest critic...
Yep. It has nothing to do with, again, it has nothing to do with, they probably wanted to cut, this is the two options. He left because his game was failing and wanted to jump ship, or his publisher was mad because he wasn't hitting the points in the positions he wanted to hit, or they just didn't want to deal with his drama anymore and they asked if they could part ways.
critics are not attacking off-brand games. They are attacking and criticizing him and his product. That's the one they're negatively reviewing. So why in the hell does he use off-brand game and blatantly lie to everyone's faces? It's clear as day nobody was attacking off-brand games. And then along comes the douchebag, Ludwig, that encouraged an alcoholic to overdrink themselves at an event to give his own 2 cents. Stop Killing Games is a good initiative, but a few bad actors review bomb / harass developers of the games we support at off-brand games.
Which is bullshit. Again, it's been proven wrong entirely. It's literally just fucking Pirate Software getting hate on his own game.
Appreciate Thor stepping down for the betterment of the devs and their games.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Imagine. I mean, at the same time, I don't think that you should review bomb a game. I'm gonna stand on this hill right here. I don't think you should review bomb a game just because you don't like the developer. And this goes for even developers that I really don't like. Like, for example, Neil Druckmann, right? I don't like Neil Druckmann. I think Neil Druckmann is a slimy little loser weirdo, and I don't want to support anything that he has. But I will not even that I don't want to support it. Eventually, I'll probably play his weird sci-fi game if it ends up being okay. But I just don't like him. I don't like his writing style. I don't like him in general. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to buy the game and maliciously review it just because I want it to have a worse review score. I think that is lame, like, loser mentality, and I don't like it. I don't like review bombing. I never have. I don't like the people that white knight for shit either. I don't like those people who are like, I'm just going to give it a good review to own the chuds. You're a loser. This is the internet. It doesn't really matter. Like, to me, just him getting the flack that he deserves is enough for me. Him getting the shit that he deserves for being an absolute narcissistic dickhead is enough for me. I don't think his game needs to get review bombed.
Sorry, but what I've seen of all of these quote-unquote review bombings, it's almost non-existent. And the most negatively reviewed game they have so far is actual criticism. It seems Thor's harshest critics are not as stupid or blind as he's trying to make them out to be, which is exactly what he's trying to do here. He's trying to make it seem like his critics are lunatics who unfairly go and attack other developers unrelated to him to spread their message, but that's clearly not what is happening. As a matter of fact, all of their review bombing is on his own game and not off-brand. So it's the complete opposite of the truth. This douchebag can't stop lying through his fucking teeth. And what's even more disgusting...
Well, what he did here, and this is kind of smart, is he also brought Ludwig into it. He's gotten Ludwig, which Ludwig has Hasan, which you get enough of these fucking Twitch circle jerkers together, then they act like they're more virtuous than thou, and they're the good guys, and it's so gay, dude. I hate these guys.
Thing is that he's trying to shelter himself with other developers, and those same exact developers have given him permission to use them as a shield as well. Gross. How pathetic is that? Like, you can't come up with a solid excuse. I would have just made a tweet saying I'm bad PR for this game studio, so I'm quitting. But instead he's saying, oh, people are unfairly review bombing them. My harshest critics are irrational. Look at them. Clearly, they're going overboard. No, they're not. You are being fairly put on the spot, and those devs are left untouched. The way you're trying to spin this narrative is embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, and remember, his big point and why he couldn't support this was, oh, well, what if there's malicious actors who purposely get the game shut down before it has a chance to survive, and then they have to give the source code to the people. I'm like, how is that logical at all? So just enough people show up to, like, they start a big enough thing where the game instantly fails, and the few people who bought it aren't screwed because of these people. So now they're not screwed. Wow, fantastic. But they're like, oh, well, what if people maliciously wanna just not play the game, so then they have to give it out for free? It's so dumb, dude. It was such a dumb, nonsensical position.
Ability being taken here. Instead, he's trying to discredit his harshest critics. Make it seem like they're unreasonably pissed off at him, but no, there's a lot.
This is such a Hasan Ludwig iDubbbz tactic. You're the unhinged one. You're crazy. I'm rational. I'm the smart one. I'm the smartest person in the room. You're all the problem, not me.
Of perfectly valid reasons to hate you. And it's not being taken out on innocent bystanders either. What I don't understand is why even attempt to fabricate such a lie that could be easily exposed by everyone? Did you not bother to go look at those reviews yourself?
No. He skimmed, got it in his egotistical head that he was the big swinging dick on the field, and instantly put his opinion out there and then doubled down to oblivion.
before publishing this tweet? Are you that stupid? How this guy will have any loyal followers after this is beyond me. The best he could do is make a video saying he was wrong and that he supports the movement now. That would be the most politician.
Bro, no, he's a Nepo baby, bro. This guy's been given everything. He's been put on a pedestal and told he was right every day of his little fucking lame life, and there is no way that he'll ever back down from this. The dude, the dude has literally just been handed everything in life, and I hate this type of person, dude. Where you can't, it's different. Like, even if you were handed stuff in life and you go out there and you work and you still try to be genuine and you can take criticism and stuff, I have no problem with you. It's the people who have this character flaw where they've been like patted on the penis every day of their fucking existence, and the moment that people have the audacity to come out against them, they're like, no, I'm the big important boy, you can't be mad at me. And that's who Pirate Software is.
Thing ever in the world to do, but it's better than trying to shield himself using some indie developer.
And to show up this early into this game's initiative to just fucking shoot it in the kneecaps. It was by like a week ago, right? A week ago, it only hit up to like 400,000 signatures, and this happened 6 months ago is when he talked shit about it. He killed all the progress this initiative had up until that point, and if Ross wouldn't have come out and made that video just say, basically taking his dick and slapping it across his jaw as hard as he fucking could, this initiative probably would have died.
That's just outright pathetic. Everyone can clearly see what you're trying to do. Reality is those devs probably wanted to wash their hands clean of you. I would too. I would scrub any bit of Pirate Software there is left, as you are bad PR for anyone, especially yourself. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. That being said, I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, dude, that guy sucks. That guy sucks. Fertango made a great video on this situation. Absolutely. Make sure to go give Fertango some love and some praise here. I think he did a really good job in his coverage. But yeah, this guy sucks, dude. I don't like Pirate Software. I've never really had his stupid oh god, what his whole little I had my balls drop when I was 30, so now I talk like this. Everything about him is fake. It's just fake, and it's disgusting. But that's all I got on that one, guys. Make sure to hit a like, comment, and subscribe. Big love on the platforms for you guys, but I'll catch you on the next one. So we have we're gonna quick fire drama real quick here. I saw this thing by Dolan Dark. It's called "The Pyrocynical Situation is Shameful." Now, Pyrocynical is a giant commentary channel. I think he's over 1 million subs. He might be at a few million. I'm not 100% sure. He is the beautiful lesbian of the commentary community, and I want to see what Dolan is throwing some shade at him for. Dolan's the micro commentary channel that makes sure to he puts the longest videos out about everybody. It's absolutely insane. But let's jump right into it. We were gonna jump right into it, and then I don't have an ad blocker, so because I heard ad blockers, if you have them, has a chance of like getting your channel in trouble. So I know there's a lot of people who want me to get an ad blocker, but to that I say I prefer to make money to losing my entire income because I got a bad ad blocker.
Welcome back to Slop Live. It's finally time for another episode of the Weekly Slop, where we go over the last 2 weeks of Pyro Live videos and summarize them to save you time.
We had to go over Pyro's live. Oh, dude, this is exciting. This is so exciting. We're gonna get a quick fire, then I'm gonna extend or egregiously extend for my own monetational needs. You are welcome to join me in my chaos. Pyro, I don't think I've ever actually fully watched a Pyro video on my channel. Maybe I have. I think I've like queued up a couple, and then I just never do watch his goon ass
series because he actually stopped uploading Slop, but I'm guessing rent was too high and he started doing it again, so we're back. First up, we've got iShowSpeed has a huge problem. Some random Twitter user made up some lies about Speed and his supposed girlfriend. There were only 5 tweets, but
dude, this is like how what's the like I actually really like iShowSpeed. I was gonna cover an iShowSpeed drama where he beat that guy in the race, and I just never did. Out of all the streamers out there, I know there's a lot of different ones that a lot of people really like. The only one that I ever found actually entertaining that made me laugh was iShowSpeed. I just genuinely think the guy's unhinged manic nature is hilarious.
Somehow this video is 12 minutes long. Minecraft AI Slop is replacing actual YouTubers.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I do think I think YouTube's putting up I just saw recently that YouTube's kind of doing a thing to like where it's like actual like AI farm content's gonna get hit. Also like egregious reactions to the point where it's just somebody sitting in a corner nodding their head and like slow jerking or slow slapping their genitals. Those are gonna get hit. I think that the commentary community as a whole is gonna be okay because of it. But I do kind of like that the entire like super farm mentality of these AI videos. A part of me likes that they're getting hit. I think AI can be a very useful tool. This is where I disagree with a lot of people here, where everybody's like, you shouldn't have any AI, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's like fucking dumb. It's retarded. AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And by utilizing it in like really cool ways to like benefit your video and not just letting it do the entire video for you, I think can be really interesting as long as you keep that creative flow going. Once you let it just completely replace everything and turn it into a farm, I feel like you're kind of cringe and loser mentality.
Minecraft, they had 114 of 115 videos copied by a Turkish YouTuber who was copying his entire video but uploading it in Turkish. Squid Game Season 3 was a mistake. I'm guessing he rushed the video up for views because he didn't even finish watching Season 3.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fucking like a YouTuber thing to do. I haven't seen any of Squid Games. I don't have Netflix. I got rid of Netflix a few years ago. I eventually will get it back when One Piece Season 2 comes out. I do plan on getting Netflix again. There's nothing that's been calling my name saying, oh, you have to get Netflix. I already have a couple other streaming services that I'm completely fine with at the moment, that my life is completely fine. But let me know in chat if there's something desperate I'm missing on Netflix. I feel like I want to get it all the time, but like I didn't watch the first season of Squid Games when it came out. Everybody was hyped about it, and I heard season 2 was kind of mid, so I was like, I'll just skip it.
Somehow got even worse. I could tell immediately this was clickbait that had nothing to do with Critical, so I didn't actually even bother clicking this one. The end of...
Okay, so that one, I'm to be honest, I think that had to do with the pirate software drama. I'm not sure. Let's do a little bit better research to the situation. Pyro Cynical. We'll go to Pyro Cynical. We'll be a good boy and girl right now, and we're gonna pull up we'll pull up his how got it. Nope, it must be on his Pyro Live channel. I'm on the wrong channel. So Pyro Cynical has 2 channels. I'm going through it right here. It must be on his Pyro Live.
It's a video about a...
Yeah. Let's go here. Let's see. We're gonna...
Yesterday I made a video about the Liver King, and this one is the follow-up because things have been getting crazy.
Oh, it's on Liver King. The Liver King drama is kind of like insanely retarded, by the way. And like, dude, the whole thing with the Liver King is he's gone on a schizo rampage, and he's like trying to hunt Joe Rogan. Like, dude, the last time I saw somebody hunt Joe Rogan this hard was that goonbag Mama Max was over there like, Joseph Rogan, I need to get me some Joseph Rogan. And the Liver King's like, I want to eat Joseph Rogan's testicles raw.
YouTube pranks. A YouTuber impersonated an In-N-Out employee for a prank, and now he's being sued. AI is getting scary. This video is about Google's AI, and ironically...
Dude, there's a lot... Dude, as many videos as there are AI, there's as many videos talking shit about AI, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
The video is summarized by YouTube's inbuilt AI. MrBeast actually responded to Jacksepticeye. This was about how MrBeast used Jacksepticeye's logo in promotion for his AI thumbnail tool. He didn't actually respond to Jack...
Oh. Well, look at MrBeast being a goonbag again and lying. That's no surprise. This dude will do anything to get more money and more views.
Though, the title's a lie and the thumbnail is fake. Yep, it's actually over for him. Johnny Somali keeps getting new charges thrown.
That was the one I was going to watch. I was going to watch the Johnny Somali one, and I just don't care enough about Johnny Somali. I keep trying to. Everybody seems to care about Johnny Somali. When I see Vitaly drama pop up, I am interested in Vitaly, but Johnny Somali, I've always hated him, and I'm just like, when he's actually put in jail forever, and I see somebody's like, the charges have been released, he is going to jail forever, I will cover that video, but until then, I don't care.
For being a nuisance in South Korea. and he'll most likely be seeing jail time. New worst apology video just dropped. A TikToker apologized, but she doesn't play the ukulele and doesn't bring her dog out, so it's different.
Yeah. So if you don't have a ukulele, you're not singing a song about how you were kind of the worst person in the world, you don't win. That was that is the best apology or bad apology ever made. So it's really hard for that to be beat, and you just kind of gotta clickbait every time there's a cringy apology to try to like harken back that idea of I even saw some Ludwig drama like videos that had him holding a ukulele.
Not the worst apology video. Corey Kenshin's situation is hilarious. Corey Kenshin organized a last-minute meetup at the Switch 2 midnight release, and too many people showed up, so cops had to turn up. And what's going on with MatPat?
Dude, the MatPat thing is interesting. I'm kind of like... So a lot of people are 100% in his position. I don't know enough. I just saw MatPat is doing some like creator things with politics. It might be interesting. I don't know enough about his positions or anything to like say, oh, I'm 100% on his side just because it's MatPat. I would have to see all of his positions before I make a judgment on that.
Has finally announced he's running for president in 2028.
Oh, he is running for president. I wonder what card he's going to be on, and I wonder what his big positions are going to be.
But that's just a theory. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I think I saved you about 4 hours. Thanks for slopping by.
Well, and hey, we gotta appreciate Dolan Darkus for like speeding things up. I haven't watched enough of Dolan Darkus like stuff, and I thought I saw this Pyro one, thought it'd be fun to kind of do like a Spitfire. An entire Spitfire of a bunch of different dramas going on that maybe you're upset that I'm not covering. Maybe you think that, I'm always late to it. And, sometimes it's hard to cover everything. And that's why I appreciate people like Dolan Darkus. And I hope that you found this video engaging as well. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.